Okay, grade 8. This is lesson 4 on descriptive statistics. You need to know this vocabulary. You must know that, okay? This lesson, you learned it in grade 7. So you need to remember a lot of things. All right, so let us discover what is univariate data. So univariate data, this is data collected with only one variable. Only one variable. Okay? Examples, if I decide to measure the amount of rainfall every day in a lane, this is univariate data. Because I'm only collecting water. I'm measuring how much it is raining in a lane. Okay? If I want to measure the temperature of Dubai for a whole month, so this is all univariate data. I can do it for a whole month, I can do it for a whole year, I can do it for 1 week, okay? If I want to describe your test scores for quiz 1, like that. If I want to describe the height of the girls in my class, so I collect the data, I measure each girl, so this is me collecting univariate data. Now, univariate data can be described. Described means explained. So, univariate data can be explained by a measure of center. What is a measure of center? A measure of center is a value. It is a number. It is not a line. It is not a letter. It is a number. It is not a shape. It is a number. It is a number that describes, that explains a set of data. So if I've collected the height of grade 8 girls, I am looking for a number that will explain the height of the girls in grade 8 by identifying the central position of the data set. I will arrange you in a certain way. I want to find the central information about the height of the girls in grade 8. Okay? How many measures of center should we know? We should know 4 measures of center. There are 4 measures of center and you should know all of them. You should know how to describe them and you should know how to find them. What is another name for measure of center? Another name for measures of center is measures of central tendency. When the question asks you find the measures of central tendency, they are also asking you find the measures of center. This is the same thing as this. What are the 4 measures of center? If the question asks you find the 4 measures of center, you must do all 4 of them. You can't choose to do one. You must do all 4 of them. So the 4 measures of center are the mean, the mode, the median, and the range. These are the 4 measures of center. Okay. Now we need to know what each means. The mean is also called the average. So if you see in the question, find the average, the mean, find the mean. If you see in the question, find the mean, it means find the average. The question can use one or these 2 words. How will you find the mean? You must add all the numbers in the data set, and divide by how many numbers there are in that data set. In that data set. Now, this is the data set we have. This is our data set. Let us see how many numbers we have in our data set. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So my data set has 13 numbers or 13 values. Now I want to find the mean. I'm going to add all these numbers up. So if I want to find the mean, you don't have to arrange them from least to greatest, but it is always good. So you need to have 13 numbers. If you don't have 13 numbers, your answer will be wrong. So my smallest number is 5. So 5 plus 6. After 6 is who? 10. How many 10s? 1, 2, 3, 4. So plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. After 10 is 11. 1, 2. 2 11s. Plus 11 plus 11. After 11 is who? 12. I have 2 of them. After 12 is who? 13. I have 3 13s. 1, 2, 3. Plus 13 plus 13 plus 13. And then, because I am adding 13 numbers, I will have 13 down here. Now I need to find my numerator. I know that 5 plus 6 is 11. I know that 10 plus 10, 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 40. I know that 11 plus 11 is 22. I know that 12 plus 12 is 24. I know that 13 plus 13 plus 13 is 39. So now I will add 11 plus 40, which is 51. 51. 22 plus 24 is 46. Plus 39. So what do I get? 136. I write it over here out of 13. Then I come here, 136, divide 13. And I will round my answer to the nearest hundredth. So my answer is 10 and 46 hundredths for the mean. And I box my answer, just like that. You add all the numbers, you divide by how many numbers there are in your data set. Okay? That is how you find the mean. Now, let us find the mode. The mode is the number that appears the most in your data set. You can have more than one mode. You can also have no mode. And you can have more than one mode. Are we together? Okay. Let us write a data set that has one mode. Here, this one has only one mode because the number that appears the most is 10. There is more 10s than any other number. Okay. So here, our data set, the mode is 10 for this data set up here. Let us see where we have no mode. So if I have this data set, 5, 9, 3, 2, 7. All these numbers, there is no number that appears more than the other. So here there is no mode. Okay? And then we can have more than one mode. So I can have 10, 13, 17, 12, 10, 12, 14. Now here we have two modes. The mode here is 10 and the mode here is 12. Why? Because 10 and 12 appear 2 times. The other ones appear only 1 time. So 10 and 12 appear more than the other numbers. So here the mode is 10 and 12. You can also have 3 modes. You can also have 4 modes. as long as the numbers that appear the most. Are we together? That is very important. Okay? Now we need to find the median. Here you must arrange your data from least to greatest. This you must do. If you don't do this fast, you will get your answer wrong. So, you must arrange your numbers from least to greatest and find the number in the middle of your data set. You need the middle number. Now, there is two ways for you to find the median. When you have an odd data set and when you have an even data set. You need to know both. Now, what is an odd data set? A data set that when you count the numbers that are in your data set are odd. So you have 3 numbers, 5 numbers, 7 numbers, 9 numbers, 11 numbers, like that. So we will do one with 7 numbers. So 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is an odd data set because there's 7 numbers in here and 7 is an odd number. Now, we said we need to arrange these numbers in order from least to greatest. So you start 0, 1, 2, 2. You see 2 appears 2 times. So as you're using, you cross it out. 0, 1, 2, 2. After 2 is 3. When you use, you cross out so that you see what you don't have, what you've not used. 4, 6. Okay? Then you cross them out from least to great, from end to end. 0 goes with 6. 1 goes with 4. 2 goes with 3. And the middle number is 2, and this is your median. And you write it 2 and you box it. That's your answer. Remember, least to greatest, you cross out one number with one number. I don't want to see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No. Each number, left and right. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Second on the left, second on the right. Like that. All right. Let us do one where we have an even number. We're going to use the same. So we will write, we just add one more number. 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 2, 6. Let us add 3. Okay. Now, why is our data set even? Because in here we have 8 numbers. 8 is an even number. So if your data set has 2 numbers, 4 numbers, 6 numbers, 8 numbers, 10 numbers, 12 numbers, 14 numbers, then it is an even data set. When you have your even data set, step 1, arrange them from least to greatest. 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6. Okay? Then you cross out. 0 goes with 6. 1 goes with 4. 2 goes with 3. Now you're left with 2 numbers in the middle. You can't cross them out. You put them in a U. Just like that. Then what do? You do 2 plus 3 divided by 2. You will always divide by 2. Always. You will always add these 2 numbers that are inside your U. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divided 2 is 2 and 5/10. And this is your median. That is exactly what you will do. All right. Now, we will use this data set to find the range. The range is the difference between the maximum and the minimum. The minimum is the smallest number in your data set. The maximum is the largest number in your data set. You will take the biggest number and you will minus the small number from the biggest number. And this will give you your range. Okay? Now, maybe we use this one. Let us use this one. Our biggest number is who? 13. Our smallest number is who? 5. So, 13 minus 5, that is 8. And that is our range. So we have done the 4 measures of center. The 4 measures of center again are mean, median, mode, range. You need to know how to spell them correctly. You need to know how to describe them correctly. You need to know how to solve them correctly. This is part 1.